Welcome back to my channel, my wonderful friends. It's so good to connect with you again, and today we're going to talk about something really close to our hearts, something many of us experience more often than we'd like to admit, a silent struggle that plays out when the rest of the world is asleep. You see, the night can be a beautiful time for rest, for dreams, for peace, but for some of us, it becomes a battlefield, a silent arena where our thoughts and worries wrestle with our desire for sleep, leaving us feeling exhausted even before the new day begins. Have you ever found yourself lying in bed, staring blankly at the ceiling, or maybe at the faint glow of your digital alarm clock, watching the minutes tick by, slowly, painfully slowly, like grains of sand through an hourglass that just won't empty? You're there, in your comfortable bed, under your favorite blanket, the lights are off, the house is quiet, everything is set for a peaceful night, but your body just won't cooperate, or more precisely, your mind just won't cooperate. It keeps buzzing, like a trapped fly, refusing to settle down, refusing to embrace the calm that your tired body so desperately craves. It's a frustrating dance, isn't it, this nightly routine of trying to force sleep, only for it to slip further and further away, just beyond your reach, teasing you with its absence. Sometimes, in those quiet, solitary moments, when sleep feels like an impossible dream, you might reach for your phone, just a quick check, you tell yourself, maybe a glance at a message, or a little scroll through social media, something to distract your busy mind, even for a moment. But we all know how that story usually ends, don't we? That quick check turns into 5 minutes, then 10, then 30, then an hour, and before you know it, the night is half gone, and the bright light from your screen has only made your mind more alert, more awake, pushing sleep even further into the distance. It's a habit many of us fall into, a way to escape the quiet, a way to fill the void, but in the long run, it often makes things worse, leaving us feeling even more agitated, more connected to the outside world when we should be disconnecting and winding down. So, why does this happen, you might ask? Why do our minds choose the quiet hours of the night to become their most active, their most talkative, their most demanding selves, especially when our bodies are so clearly signaling that it's time for a break, a complete and utter shutdown? Well, there are usually a few big reasons for this nocturnal awakening, and understanding them is the first step towards finding a way back to peaceful rest, a journey many of us need to embark on. One of the biggest culprits, the loudest voice in the quiet of the night, is overthinking, that relentless cycle of thoughts that loops and replays in our minds, analyzing every little thing, dissecting every conversation, scrutinizing every decision, real or imagined. During the day, our minds are busy, they are occupied with tasks, with conversations, with the immediate demands of life, so these thoughts, these deep dives, are often put on hold, pushed aside, waiting patiently for a quieter moment. And what better, or worse, moment than the stillness of the night, when there are no distractions, no interruptions, no external demands to keep our minds occupied with the present. It's then that our thoughts, previously suppressed, come roaring back, demanding attention, creating scenarios, revisiting past events, projecting into the future, turning our peaceful bedroom into a noisy courtroom where every action and inaction is debated and judged, making it nearly impossible for us to drift off into slumber. Another powerful force keeping us awake is stress, that heavy, invisible burden we carry around, a constant companion in our busy lives, though we often pretend it's not there. Stress comes in many forms, doesn't it, from work deadlines and financial worries, to relationship challenges and global news. It's an undeniable part of modern existence. And just like those suppressed thoughts, stress, too, waits for the quiet of the night to make its presence truly felt, to weigh us down, to make our muscles tense, to make our hearts race, even when we're trying to lie still. Our bodies and minds are interconnected, and when our minds are under stress, our bodies feel it too, making it incredibly difficult to relax into the kind of deep calm that is essential for sleep. It's like trying to rest in a storm. Your physical self wants peace, but your mental landscape is turbulent, unsettled, and full of unease. And then there's the fear of the future, that subtle yet pervasive anxiety about what tomorrow might bring, or what next week, or next month, or next year might hold. Our minds, being incredible problem-solving machines, try to anticipate every possible outcome, every potential challenge, every hurdle, even when there's absolutely nothing we can do about it in the moment. We worry about what might go wrong, we fret over uncertainties, we play out worst-case scenarios, and this constant mental rehearsal, this desperate attempt to control the uncontrollable, keeps our brains in a heightened state of alert, making them believe that there's an immediate threat, something urgent that requires their full attention, something that absolutely cannot wait until morning. This primal instinct, designed to protect us, sometimes overworks itself in the quiet of the night, convincing us that we need to stay awake to solve problems that are not yet even real. The emotional connection to these sleepless nights is profound, isn't it? It's not just about being physically tired, it's about the mental and emotional toll it takes, the deep weariness that settles in your bones. You feel so tired, your eyelids heavy, your body aching for rest, yet your mind, that stubborn, persistent part of you, refuses to shut down. It keeps worrying, keeps spinning, keeps creating, keeping you in a state of frustrating limbo. And in those lonely hours, when everyone else seems to be peacefully dreaming, you might feel a profound sense of isolation, a unique kind of loneliness that only the sleepless truly understand, as if you're the only one left awake in a world that has paused for the night, leaving you behind with your churning thoughts. It can feel like a heavy weight on your chest, a feeling of being disconnected, of being a little lost in the vast, silent expanse of the night, wishing desperately for the comfort of unconsciousness, for the sweet release of dreams. But here's the beautiful truth, my friend, you are not alone in this, and more importantly, you are not powerless against it. Just as there are reasons for your sleeplessness, there are also solutions, gentle paths you can take to guide your mind back to a state of calm, back to the embrace of sleep. It's not about fighting your mind, it's about befriending it, about teaching it new ways to unwind, new ways to settle down when the day is done. The first step, and often the hardest, is to slow your mind, to gently apply the brakes to that fast-racing car of thoughts. This doesn't mean stopping your thoughts completely, because that's often an impossible and frustrating task. Instead, it means changing your relationship with them, observing them rather than getting caught up in their current. Try to imagine your thoughts as leaves floating down a gentle stream, or clouds drifting across the sky. They come, they pass, and you are simply there to watch them, not to jump onto every single one and ride it away. This simple act of detached observation, of allowing thoughts to be there without engaging with them, without judging them, can slowly, gently, create space, a quiet space within your mind for peace to enter. It takes practice, yes, but every little moment you manage to observe rather than engage is a small victory, a step towards a calmer mind. Second, try to accept your thoughts for what they are, just thoughts, not absolute truths, not commands, just transient mental events. When a worry pops into your head, instead of panicking or trying to push it away, which often makes it stronger, try a different approach. Acknowledge it, say to yourself, okay, that's a worry about X, and then, just let it be. You don't have to fix it right now, you don't have to solve it in the middle of the night, because truly, the middle of the night is rarely the best time for problem solving anyway. Give yourself permission to postpone those thoughts, to tell them, I will address you tomorrow, during the day, when I am rested and ready. This act of acceptance and gentle postponement can be incredibly liberating, shifting your mental landscape from one of urgent crisis to one of patient deferment, allowing your mind to gradually unwind. Third, and this one is crucial in our modern world, make a conscious effort to reduce your phone and screen time, especially in the hours leading up to bed. The blue light emitted from our devices, from our phones, tablets, and computers, is a powerful signal to our brains that it's daytime, that it's time to be awake and alert, actively suppressing the production of melatonin, the hormone that helps us feel sleepy. So, try to create a digital curfew for yourself, a sacred boundary where screens are put away at least an hour, or even better, 2 hours, before you plan to sleep. Instead of scrolling, pick up a physical book, listen to some calming music, have a quiet conversation, or simply sit in gentle reflection. Allow your eyes and your brain to truly rest, to naturally prepare for sleep without the artificial stimulation that keeps them wired and bright. This deliberate act of unplugging can dramatically improve your body's natural sleep signals. Fourth, consider incorporating small, gentle daily habits that signal to your body and mind that rest is important, that self-care is a priority, that peace is something you actively cultivate. This could be anything from a short, leisurely walk in the evening, allowing you to connect with the gentle rhythms of nature, to a warm bath that soothes your muscles and calms your senses, to a few minutes of quiet meditation or deep breathing exercises, focusing on the simple, calming rhythm of your breath. Even something as simple as writing down your thoughts, your worries, your to-do lists, in a dedicated journal before bed can be incredibly effective, a way of emptying your mind onto paper, leaving those concerns outside your bedroom door, rather than carrying them into your bed. These small rituals, performed consistently, become powerful cues, gentle anchors that guide your body and mind towards a state of readiness for sleep. Remember, my friend, this isn't about instant perfection, it's about progress, about taking one small step at a time, about being kind to yourself through the process. There will be nights when sleep still feels elusive, and that's okay, it's part of the journey. What matters is that you keep trying, that you keep practicing these gentle ways of being with your mind, of caring for your body. You are not broken, you are simply human, with an amazing, complex mind that sometimes needs a little extra guidance, a little extra tenderness, to find its way to rest. You deserve good rest, you deserve to wake up feeling refreshed, revitalized, ready to face the new day with energy and optimism. The quiet of the night can, once again, become a sanctuary, a place of profound peace, a space for restoration and dreams. With patience, with kindness, with these gentle practices, you can learn to calm your beautiful, busy mind, you can find your way back to peaceful, undisturbed sleep. You can do this, I truly believe in you, and I am sending you all the warmest wishes for sweet, sweet dreams, my friend.